like my son. I gotta give it a go, yeah. I gotta grind, working for the money in the door, yeah. Stop wasting time. You wasting your time for real.
Welcome back to the podcast. Today I'm here with
Jello Juice.
I'm Rosina.
Agnes, y'all know what it is.
And I'm Ronja. Today's topic is it harder to find genuine connections in today's hookup culture? I'm really excited to hear your opinions on this.
My opinion.
Your opinions.
So let's say the best for last. Let's start over there.
So I should go last.
Let's start with
Let's start with you. I was really want to hear your
Yeah.
opinion, yeah.
I mean, yes and no. I see
Elaborate.
like many reasons why it can be hard. It just depends on the person and it depends on the situation and it depends on everything. But yeah, I don't really know. I want to hear your opinions too.
I kind of agree, but I feel like it's easier
You
to
agree with what?
with what she is saying.
Okay.
But I feel like it's easier to like spot someone who has the intention of a genuine connection, because the people who are just there to smash is really like honest and open about it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my opinion on it.
I think that it is very damaging. Hookup culture is damaging to find, or just relationships in general. The reason why I say that is because, as I said before on the last pod that we did, is that when you're hooking up with too many people and you want to get to this fire situation, what I mean by fire situation, where it's just you and your partner, y'all locked in, y'all make a commitment to each other, nobody's leaving, you know what I mean? We're stuck in this and we're going to fix this. And hookup culture, and some bad advice that you get from some of your friends, like, oh, you got a problem with your shorty? Yeah, just go hook up with somebody else. And it creates like a damaging bond between the bond that you should already have with your partner. And I think that for men, hookup culture is attractive. You know, like feminism, that's the one thing that men be like, oh, thank God, feminism, you know what I mean? Women want to do the same thing as us, you know what I mean? And it comes to football, hookup culture, not football culture, hookup culture, you know, it's attractive for us. So we like, damn, they just smashing, you know what I mean? Why would I want to commit to one shorty when I can just smash all of these other girls, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, you know, you creating these things. Like some guys can be, we talked about player versus F-boy. Some guy can be a player, you know, he's like wine and dining one girl, she catching his feelings for him. And he think like, we're not in a relationship, we just smashing, so I can smash somebody else. And to her, she kind of seeing something a little bit deeper, while he just see her as like, I'm just smashing her. I can smash somebody else. And they didn't even put no rules in between it, you know what I mean? Because if I need to put rules in a relationship that, or in a situationship that, you know, that I'm not really fully committed to.
Yeah.
And so I think, you know, hookup culture is a lot attractive for men. You guys can probably disagree. I think it could be attractive for women too, you know.
So you think the hookup culture is more attractive for us?
For sure.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We didn't all agree, but I think you and I can agree that most men want to smash a lot of women.
Yeah, I agree.
And if you create that society, you know, it makes it, one, we don't want to be in a relationship if we can just get free,
Pussy.
you know, a free box anytime we want.
Yeah.
And then when we do want to find something, like imagine, like this is a real situation that happens a lot of times, right? Not speaking from experience. Like,
Hey.
I didn't know how many want we established in other podcasts this is a cap situation. But say like you just getting to know a girl, right? I'm smashing somebody else at the same time I'm getting to know her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, what point do I cut off the other chick? You know what I mean? Then if I just kept her around, it's like, okay, you know, you want to have that in your back pocket just in case this don't work out. But when you have that mentality, you still got something on the side, but you really want this joint. And she started giving you signs of some things that's like, I don't know, I want to work through this. I got something in my back pocket that I can always go to.
I think to what you're saying right now in this very specific moment, hookup culture create that, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you continue. I just didn't want to forget that point.
Yeah, but I'm actually done too. I just wanted to say that. And some more thoughts probably come to my brain. So that's why I think, like, you know, it's very detrimental towards trying to find somebody.
All right, I'm gonna tell you my perspective on the situation. I agree with some of the things you say, obviously, but I could obviously pick on your wording because you say it's harder to find genuine connections in culture, as you said, right?
Mm.
So hookup culture, and this be I'm a very technical and I guess logical person. Hookup culture should be just I think it's just that hookup culture. So if you dip it into hookup culture trying to find a meaningless connection, I don't think that's very wise. Because like you say, if you just go on about your day to day, or that's even if you're out drinking, you chilling, whatever you do. Like you said, I think if you're looking for it intentionally, it's easier to spot someone who's looking for a genuine connection outside of someone who might just try to do something, who's just trying to follow.
Mm.
That goes from person to person, situation to situation. But ultimately, I guess I would say, yeah, I do think it is harder to find a genuine connection in a culture.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, maybe it's harder, like generally.
Yeah.
But I know, like, relationships that have like started from hookup,
Yeah.
but then evolved.
Yeah.
So
How many relationships have you been in that started from just a hookup and went into a relationship?
In my life?
Yeah.
One.
And how many hookups have you had?
A lot.
How many relationships have you been in that started from a hookup that went into a relationship?
None.
no,
So definitely hookup culture is not helping
Yeah.
that
But I'm
situation.
gonna be honest, that relationship probably was the best relationship I've had in my life.
Was it because of the physical or because of something else?
Nah, I developed into something else.
I mean, and one thing that's kind of, sucks about some of these things because, some girls, they're like really cool people, you can vibe with, but like hookup culture kind of like mess some of the mentality of like how you want to go about the relationship. Because for some people, if you hook up too fast, sometimes you don't value the relationship. And if, you extend it out, I know some of my teammates when I was in college, they say these things. That's why I said I'm not speaking from experience, but technically it kind of is experience because my friends are telling me this. Like just because I'm getting to know her, don't mean I can't stop doing my thing, and I'm gonna cut it off at this point. And that cutoff point just be so hard because again, I'm gonna speak more from American culture, even though we're in Finland. Some guys they keep lying to women because they don't want to hurt their feelings because they can't be that honest about like, I'm smashing somebody else while I'm getting to know you.
I'm gonna jump on that. Like I can speak from experience, and I guess what was going through my head around this because I've been in similar situations. Like you say, you're getting an older girl, you've been smashing something, you smashing this and that. I guess like you say, you try to figure out for yourself a cutoff point. But where the problem comes in is like you say, I guess you putting time, energy into that situation. Mm-hmm. We don't acknowledge it enough. Why that cutoff point so hard is because we invested in both situations, but as men we don't really operate. So the fact that we invest in ourselves in both situations, but we like to protect our investments. Mm-hmm. So that's what is making the situation so tough. Because if it was just hooking up in the beginning with that one, like you say, if you feel like there's a connection here and there's something real that could generate, there wouldn't be no bad spots, man. But you know this, bro. It ain't a problem to cut that off. Sure. If you know there's substance here. Yeah. So I feel like you say, because what I say is because we invest so much in both situations. That's what just make the tie of the whole so long, so hard.
Can I bring that situation back up? I want to know how you guys will feel. You guys might not know this, and I don't want you guys to get triggered if it does happen. Y'all talking to somebody, but if you're talking to a guy and
just talking,
just talking, like y'all, y'all want to get to know each other. He give you the energy, like, look, man, I vibe with you. You cute. I want to see where these things go. And that's all you know. But he's hooking up with somebody while he's getting to know you. How you go about the situation? One, how does that make you feel?
Well, in my opinion, he can do whatever he wants. I don't have a say in it. But as soon as we start to be physical, then I would expect him to stop other physical.
You would expect that would have a competition?
Yeah, I would express that expectation to him.
Okay. But
this is my boundary. If you're physical with me, then you're not physical with anyone else. And if he's not fine with that, then
would you say it
That-
passively, or you would make sure like your message is received?
I would say that to him, like directly.
For me, it's when we can still be like physical and he can do whatever he wants, but like as soon as we like decide like okay, we now in a relationship, then it should be discussed as what we're gonna do and what's the deal with, like as soon as we figure it out together, then we gotta figure it out together.
I mean, I feel like it's so easier to say than done. Like you would literally be okay. Hypothetically speaking, we know there's not going to be a situation, not because I don't, you know what I mean. But let's say me and you talking, and I'm still smashing another girl. You really going to be okay before we get physical? That I'm still doing that. You like me a lot.
Yeah.
You see a future with me, and you're really going to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Same with you. You'd be really okay with that.
Yeah.
You think it, Calvin?
Nah, bro, but I'm gonna be honest, like you say, bro, I can obviously put myself in a fucked up situation, but as men, bro, sometimes you'd be super surprised what happens when you just honest and transparent. Like, women can take a lot more than we think they can take, especially in that aspect. Because I mean,
She literally gonna be like, it was just I want to. She gonna be like, was it? Did you just do it yesterday? 2 days ago?
nah,
You know what I mean? They're gonna be asking way too many questions.
If we come up to all of that, then obviously that's a conversation you got out whenever that conversation happens. But to that point, like, if we ain't sit down and have the conversation about review that doing anything else shouldn't be, to just expect that from a person at the end of the day, because like you said, humans fuck up good things all the time, intentionally and unintentionally. And if that conversation didn't happen, that don't really expect. That's your fault for expecting it. You know? So
Yeah, but you would have to put that boundary. That if you do this, I will do this.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you go about this? How do you go about approaching that situation? That scenario that I mentioned. How do you go about that?
Like, how do you go about saying
How do you even just like address the situation the scenario?
What do you mean address?
Like
setting the boundary?
not even just setting a boundary in a way, setting a boundary,
But
like,
I mean, if you
you
start
didn't even
talking
know
to a
this.
guy, you don't know if he's doing that. He could be doing that,
Yeah.
and you just have to be fine with it because you don't have like a say.
Yeah, exactly.
you have to be fine with it.
Yeah, even though you wouldn't want him to have sex with a woman while he's talking to you, you know,
It doesn't matter.
yeah, he's a free person. He can do
Yeah.
whatever he wants.
I feel like you're not valuing yourself. I'm gonna be real. If you allow a guy to just do that and you know about it, if you didn't know about it and if you're afraid to bring up the conversation because you're not giving it to him right now, I feel like you're not valuing yourself. Just me personally. If you just can just let that happen.
But I got a question. So if you meet a shorty, right?
Yeah.
And she tell you you say, I'm interested in me. Let me take you on a date. You want to leave day two. On day two, she say, well, if you're trying to date me, I let you know right now, you can't be fucking nothing else whilst you're trying to get to know me. You can go on day 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with that woman.
If I value her, for sure.
Bro, where my shit is, bro.
I mean, imagine you used to having this background of like you get to know somebody, you smash somebody at the same time. But you see this one joint like, man, I'm absolutely not messing this up. Rebecca, you got it. Tanya,
Right away. No, well, right away.
You know
right
what I
away. You doing it. Right away.
bro, if you really value shorty like that, you're not doing that. That's not a cap. That's not a cap, bro.
But
That's not a cap.
that's
That
personal.
boy tough, man.
No, go ahead and drink to that. Go ahead. You want to say something?
No, but I mean, it depends on the person.
I mean, you can go about your own things however you want. Because you're gonna have so many questions. Who was that girl? Like when y'all do get there, who was that girl? Why she still hitting your phone up? Oh, we just
But
friends.
is that like is it my position to ask those
Yeah,
questions?
exactly.
I mean, that's
You
like
like
2 months
my
later. It's like
business.
2 months later. You know what I mean? And they say, oh, we were just hookup buddies. We're just friends.
But okay,
Why she
but
still messaging your phone?
if the guy has chosen to be with me, then why is that my business?
So you're okay with
What he's done in the past is not.
you're okay with your current partner still being in communication with their previous hookups.
If it's not an active hookup, yeah.
You're okay with that?
Yeah.
So I thought we was talking about boundaries. You know what I mean? That's definitely not a boundary. What about you?
Huh?
No. What
Well, it
about you?
depends on how. Like, what,
That was his most recent hookup,
but how are they connected? Are they like talking dirty or like?
I have no idea. The fact of the matter is that they communicate. It could be whatever.
Because that depends on the guy too. Like, does the guy have a lot of connections? Is he talking to a lot of people? Like, is it that kind of situation, or is it just a guy that has like 2-3 girls on his phone that he's hooked up with, and that's the only people he talks to?
It can be any of those things. It can be like 3 girls that he have from his past. One of them, I'm trying to make an emphasis that it was 100% recent. Right before while y'all was talking, and you allowed this to go on. That chick hit his phone up some periodically, middle of the night.
They're just talking.
Calling.
Cool.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
What do you think? You think that's cap, or you think it's?
I don't know. I think about that as cap. But I think once you get to caring enough about the person, at some point it's gonna be like, yeah, why this person hitting you?
But it depends on how. How are they hitting?
I mean, to be honest, I don't even think it should even matter. Like, if my like you know what I mean, saying like this, toxic, whatever. Like, there got to be some type of form of jealousy for my shawty. Like, if she don't feel a certain type of way, you know what I mean? It's like, does she even really care about me?
Yeah,
And it could be even early. I'm not saying I'm trying to make her jealous. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make her jealous. But I think it shouldn't even matter. Like, the past, that needs to go away. That's something that I was, crushing. Getting in it and everything. You know what I mean? And she's still hitting on my phone midnight.
So you
what you doing?
You saying that your girl don't feel no type of way about it. You feel some type of way about it.
No, I ain't saying that. I got no, nigga. Hey, you trying to make it seem like I'm crazy. You don't feel like this? I'm mad. You know what I mean? If you don't feel no type of way, it's like, okay. It's a little bit strange, but I'm not gonna be mad because you don't feel something.
But it depends, like, where in the relationship are you? Because in the beginning, why would?
That's sometimes when you care the most in the beginning. That's a lot of times when people care the most.
Maybe if you're insecure about it. Maybe if you're insecure about yourself.
I'm not talking about care the most about jealousy. I'm talking about care the most about the person. Like, the beginning stage is like one of the best stages of any relationship. A lot of times when somebody's married for so long,
what you got the beginning stage?
Getting to know somebody.
What's your longest relationship?
I can't even answer that right now. That's a complicated question.
Just give me years.
I mean, let's say 2 years. Let's say 2 years.
That's why you said what you said.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Or
I'm talking like a couple months.
What are you talking about?
Wait, what? What was this longest relationship?
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
I thought you were like talking how far into the relationship with the woman.
No, I don't know if you guys.
2 years. Man, the fuck.
I said I only was asking him because based on what he's saying, right? I had a thought, but he said his longest relationship was 2 years. That's probably why he said the most exciting part about a relationship is the initiation of the relationship. And what they call that?
I was exactly going to say this. No, honeymoon phase. Yeah.
What they call it?
Honeymoon phase. Yeah. But just like, I thought you were about to say something about the hunt.
2 years.
Because like, when you hunting somebody, that's like a fun time. You know what I mean? Even when you're not even trying to be in a relationship with them. Low key, maybe this is me being toxic as a guy, but like that phase of getting to know somebody, hunting them down, is like, it's a fun time. And just even in general, like sometimes you can break up with somebody and then start talking to somebody different, and like, you feel a little bit safe, you feel a little bit better. It's almost that same chemistry of like when you get to know somebody. So what I'm trying to express is like that first year is like one of the best times, like when you get to know a person, because you don't know much about them.
I gotta disagree.
So when do you think the best time is when you're in a relationship?
I can't tell you. My longest relationship was like 4 or 5 years. But like I tell you, once you get past the honeymoon phase, like it depends. Obviously, it depends on the couple, but like you say, the hunt, like getting to know somebody is what it is, right? But you, like as an individual, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I think we're professional athletes. So you always trying to better yourself. You always trying to do something different. Like for someone like that's the hunt in life itself.
Yeah.
So of that cycle, or it can breed a different you, You can evolve and you can evolve. You can become better. You can become better. Bro, if you have the right partner, I'm gonna say, woman, at the end of the day, just how you evolving, they evolving. So y'all can always keep getting to know each other. Even when you know each other as much as you do, you can.
I agree to that part, and that's the work part that makes a relationship stronger and better.
But if you
when you get past that part,
if you committed to the work, like I say, it's still kind of like fun, bro.
For sure, and that's what I was going to lead my point towards. Is like it always got to feel like you hunting your shawty down. You always feel like you dating her, but a lot of times, we see people separate from relationships and people who continue to go on. Like the ones that you still can see that love between them, it's like they probably still date each other. Then some people stick together, and it's like, bro, why they not as close anymore? Like, why they not doing these things? But in the beginning, they was holding hands, doing all these romantic things. Because I'm trying to tell you, from just observation of psychology, that's one of the best times when you get to know them in the beginning.
That's back to for me at least. What I also say, bro, humans is fucking good shit.
Right. I mean, I agree. We got a simple nature.
But then I have like another question. Do you like feel that way in your like in more mature age?
Which way?
Like I feel this honeymoon phase is more when you're younger. Then it's like butterflies, fireworks, things is party.
Nah, but I think even in our adult life, like, just my opinion. They don't disagree if they want, but I think that phase could still exist depending on who you are as a person. Like if you're excited about dating, you're excited to get to know somebody. I think feelings is feelings. So maybe you have a high emotional intelligence where you say you maybe that don't happen. I think maybe the right connection, the right spot, the right level. I think it's possible even in the adult life.
That's why I think like hookup culture kind of mess up these things. And I'll be a little bit open right now. You know what I mean? Roll it, chill out. You know what I mean? If you want to say something, but like I remember there was like a phase where obviously I've done my hookups, and that honeymoon phase. Like if you try to get to know somebody else, like I think guys who hooked up with a lot of girls, they can connect to this. It's like it almost feel like that. Like you get to know somebody, it's like I gotta get to know them again. I gotta do this. It's kind of annoying. And it just damaged that whole mindset of like enjoying getting to know somebody. So then you just need that space from just like no chicks and everything else to like rekindle that same fire. Because I think, as you're saying, like you can be young and older. Of course, like when you're younger, everything feels a little bit bubbly. You want to get to know somebody. But even later, if you just went about it the right process, or I think if you decrease or like take away that hookup culture, it allows you to still get that. Man, that person seems special. I want to get to know them. And it's not damaging, or you feel like you got to relate back to like toxic moments. Okay, I just met Hosanna, you know what I mean? And she gave me this vibe and she kind of gave me similar vibes towards her. You know what I mean? It kind of destroys that sense of enjoying the getting to know somebody. If that makes sense. Understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, because you probably can relate, I know you can relate to what I'm saying, you know what I mean? And guys go through these things, So I think like the hookup culture could be damaging even in that sense as well.
Here's what I say to piggyback off what you're saying. This, I guess, hopefully make things put it in a more positive light. I'll relate it to like addiction. So like hooking up could be an addiction, sex could be an addiction. What you're speaking on is like you say you're taking a break from your addiction. You detoxing, and some people like alcoholics. Don't even go down. But taking a break from that addiction, you detox, and when you come after it, it's like smoking weed. Some people stop smoking weed for a period of time, and when they start again, it's like when I first smoked weed again. I think hookup culture, taking a break from it, probably do the same thing for like dating. Like it's refreshing when you do it, opposed to like you say, damn, I gotta do this again. I gotta get to know the name. I gotta remember this. I gotta remember this. I gotta remember this. I gotta learn this. So I think when you take a break from it and you come back to it, it's refreshing. Opposed to when you've been abusing it.
Yeah.
And it's like you say, it's like, damn. While and you speak some truth when you say, and I don't know if it's a man thing. Women, y'all can chime on this if you're not, but for us, we do love and admire the hunt. So just be, and hunting per se.
Yeah.
It is fun from a man's perspective, but obviously, to what he said, it just get boring, you know.
Yeah.
So
And some guys just like to hunt way too much. That's why they got players and things like that, and it's like they don't ever want to commit.
that's true. But what do y'all think about that? As far as hunt, is there a hunt feature to women? Like, do women enjoy the hunt?
We like being
Hunted.
chased.
They like
Yeah.
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 they like running.
Like the tension, like
Little gazelles.
oh yeah. If you have an opinion on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I still kind of like. Of course, I like to be hunted, but I like to hunt too.
You're a hunter?
Yeah.
We got a hunter over here.
How do you hunt?
Well, how do you hunt? Same way.
I mean, I think women hunt different than how men hunt.
How?
I mean, how about this? Would you like do something like you at a bar, you see some hot guy over there, you send a drink over there to him?
No,
You won't do that?
I just go talk to.
You just go talk to him?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Straightforward.
What's your pickup line?
I don't pick up line.
So what would
I
you
just
say?
go say hi. What's
You-
up?
you-
How are you
I'm
doing?
the handsome guy at the bar. What do you say to me?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm
Are
great.
you having a good night?
Yeah.
Are you here with friends? You
Yeah,
know.
I'm here with my boy Ghost.
Okay, cool, nice.
Is there something
You
else
have an
want?
Instagram, you know.
Okay. Nah, I'm playing hard. You know, I'm playing hard. Nah. All right. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
That'll work on me. Take it.
Bro, even though we had this, and you probably experienced it in your lifetime too, bro. Like you say, bro, women in hunt too, bro. You never been able to, bro. You just
Nah,
pull
for
them
sure.
on instead of
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to say out here, but nah, but for sure. Yeah.
yeah, bro. But yeah, as I was saying, at the end of the day, like I know you probably experienced this too. Like, yes, it's very traditional and normal for us as men to be the hunters, but at the same time, women is hunt, bro. So I think you probably experienced that before. I've experienced it before, but and obviously, I'd say like in the Western culture, it's less normalized. But I think from my experience, like it exists.
For sure. Here, Scandinavia, it definitely
Yeah,
exists. Helsinki, it exists.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a gay.
Stockholm, for sure.
Yeah, okay, so that's all we had to discuss today. Like, share, subscribe, comment.
Already know.
Like my song, I gotta give it a go.